对啊，1下可以down。
You mean, sorry, you mean your voice, is it?
No, the
The Jamboard. Is it the Jamboard? Sorry.
my phone.
Your phone? You mean your voice, is it?
No, like I set up the
Oh,
zoom.
oh yeah. Your phone looks sharp and clean. But it's a flip. It's a the wrong landscape. So just flip the landscape, and then it'll be perfect. Okay. So once you're done that, I'm gonna take a copy of that. Okay.
Record now.
It's still flipped.
Huh?
It's still flipped. Okay. Oh, now that's okay. Now it disappears.
Yeah. Oh, I pressed the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, this is now in portrait, so you have to landscape it. Okay. It's still flipped. This is flipped.
Wait, what?
Try to work this out so that you don't have this problem. Take your time. Try to work it out. Try to work it out.
It's still flat.
It is still flipped. It is, yeah, I mean, just rotate the jaw better. Now, see, when you rotate the jaw, that also solves the problem. Now, zoom in a little bit, then I can copy already. Oh, you cannot zoom in, really?
I'm trying, yeah.
Wait, your screen is facing upward, right?
Oh no.
Face your screen upward. Face your screen upward so that you're using the main camera. If not, the page forever blurry one. The selfie camera is never very nice one. Yeah, don't use the selfie camera, please. Face your screen upward. Use the main camera. Chanti, can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, my
Okay,
Zoom.
I lost you just now. I
Yeah,
lost
my
you.
Zoom keep crashing. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay, I'll fix it over.
Are you trying to use the main camera now?
Okay, where is it? I forget already. Oh, I see
There
it.
is a button to, yeah. Yeah. This is, yeah, now you turn the jaw effect, then you can zoom in. Zoom in, you are now perfect.
I can't zoom in.
You just pinch out from the screen. It should be that easy lah. Just normal zooming. You're using Android, right?
Yeah.
Android should allow this way.
Oh, yeah, but I can't like go to my video. It's on your screen share.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a problem. So yeah, now you can.
Is it zooming in for you?
Oh, nice. Zoom out a little bit too much, just a little bit. Oh, this is very nice. This is ideal. No? If you see in your uh, laptop, you'll see that it's a I'm not gonna screenshot. So normally when I have the time, I will screenshot your page for you lah. But sometimes if I need you to do it, then I'll just say, John, please screenshot. You can do that in your own Zoom. Okay, how come? So,
Sorry. Hello?
sorry, I'm not there's something wrong.
You can see your question, right?
Okay, I have done my screenshot now. Should
I cannot
see
see.
it.
I cannot see. Not yet, no. Yeah.
Not yet. Very slow today, Jamboard.
Okay, okay.
Now, look at this question. So the art formula is the part 3 lah. 5 marks is not the usual point yet. You should expect this to be more like 3. Okay. Now, part 1 and part 2 is not art formula. That's EMATH trigonometry. Very common in art formula question. Very common in maximum minimum question. They put an EMATH topic before the A. Okay. This is almost always the case. Let me confirm with you that part 1, part 2, you can or cannot.
I haven't tried actually. I just can't derive yet. I just couldn't derive. I just haven't learned how to derive or
Right.
formula yet. So
now, this is a totally different discussion, so I will do it for you first, yeah. But we won't talk about it first. Let me at least settle with you the easier part, which is the real R formula. Okay. Now, you can see my derivation. Actually, you started very well already, yeah. Just follow me on the Jamboard. Here, A, 2, 3, okay.
yeah, I'm gonna go and try part 1 and part 2.
Okay, I understand roughly. So, given that angle ABC is 90 degrees, x plus BC in terms of tangent theta. Now, I want you to try to do that first. The BC tangent theta should be an easy EMATH. Let me see your EMATH. Paso.
Yeah, but even
Paso.
give me a second.
Delta, Toa, opposite over adjacent. Come on.
Yes. Oh wait, but
Opposite
no,
over adjacent.
opposite over adjacent.
Toa, yeah. So where's the opposite? Come on.
Opposite is this from here to here. No?
Oh, you're thinking too much. You're thinking too much. This is easy EMATH, and I want you to feel that way. Right? I am asking you to not think too much. This is the triangle. This is 90 degrees. This is the angle. This is opposite.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay,
visual.
okay.
All right. You're thinking too much. You're overthinking too much. You're using a different triangle.
Yeah, so it's just DC opposite over and
Yeah. Right. Now, do what the question say.
and so expression for CD.
Hey, come on, Jyoti. You gotta make PC the subject. That's
Yeah,
one thing.
I'm thinking.
Oh, it is as a EMATH question, as in there's nothing complicated to it. As in you already know one.
Really? Huh?
Yes. Wait, what's going on here? Your EMATH skill are all blocked. If this is in EMATH, you will be able to do this one.
But maybe I'm overthinking, but I can't think of anything.
Written the answer. In the Jamboard, would that be okay?
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
Right. No, part 2, yeah? Part 2 should be the harder one. He wants DE.
No, but they want CD.
It's a wrong question, is it? Typo, is it?
No, for question one, they want CG. They don't want BC.
Sorry. I didn't read that one. Okay, sorry. So he wants CD lah. Okay, now, are you surprised if we have to use similarity? Similarity is e-math topic, right? Sec 3 somehow. Sec 2 or Sec 3 lah.
Similar triangle.
Yep. Similarity, and you need two triangles, and this is very commonly used in R formula and maximum minimum.
Maybe 800.
Okay. Only I'm going to ask you to ignore this triangle, okay? If this seems to be blocking your mind, I'm asking you to ignore that, even though it is correct.
Yeah, no, I think I know how to do it.
Okay, show me your email. Very important.
It's use the 1200.
1200.
No,
Yes, oh, my apologies. I'm so sorry. They give you 1200. I think you can use that even better. I'm so sorry. No need similarity font. Use the 1200.
I did not see that.
Yeah, I also didn't see the 1200. Oh my goodness, it's because something is blocked.
You cannot see the whole thing.
No, that wasn't you. That was me. There's something that's blocking my feeling. Right, my fault.
Wait, so this is correct.
So CD is fine. So now DE, in this case, DE, I mean,
So what is this?
just a minute. Sorry, I did. What's this question?
This is just like cost. It's just cost plus. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I get what he meant. Okay. Right. So I will just do it for you first, okay? Agree with your theta. Wait, let me think for. Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, so E over CD. What's it?
Over C E. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
But here is my working, and you repeat it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, the R formula starts. Now, listen to me carefully. In other topics other than R formulas, so in other trigo, if you see this format is very simple. Same. The theta is the same. There is a cosine and a sine. This can be plus minus, and then the a and b can be any constant. The format is very easy to recognize. When you see this format, the best and the only thing to do is our formula. Because there is nothing else that you can do, whether identities or what. Identities doesn't help you here. But no identities helps you here much. I mean, there is, I'm going to show you, I'm going to use identity. But our formula is the thing to use in this format. So not just in our formula question.
But the R cos is plus in the middle is A cos minus B cos, right? I mean minus B sine.
I can settle that later. I'm teaching you the format first. You will see this in anywhere you do our formula. Let me give you an example. Okay? To be our formula?
Yeah.
Yes. Formula.
Yeah.
Now, so that it's very clear. To be our formula. You're waiting too long. This is square, so no.
But why can't you just?
Well, first of all, I use identities. I rather use identities.
Oh.
This one identities
they cannot take out the square from both, man. And put it
not sure what you're talking about. We cannot take square just like that one. Okay, I've simplified it. This is not a formula. I use identity.
Okay.
Now, I don't want to talk about other people for now. I want to talk about our formula and later on the benefits. The benefits are numerous. So start with recognizing the format so that you don't start off with a negative feeling about our formula. I feel that you are starting with a negative feeling with our formula. But no, you see that format, you will be able to do it, which is what I'm going to teach you today. I'm so sorry. Let's go to the next page. So, the next page, please. Yeah. You at the next page. Okay, move to the next page. I think you cannot hear me, is it?
I can. But you're a bit soft. Do you say something?
Move to the next page.
Okay. I'm just looking at screen share.
Majority. I'm going to ignore the fact that this is a positive. But I'm just going to see it as cosine minus sine, something like that. Okay. Now, this is the issue why I want to teach you the identities method, maybe the same as your teacher, because it will work every time. Then you don't have to memorize anything. You can just refer to the identities booklet anyway if you want to. The reason is because this thing can be 4 different forms. It can be cosine, then it can be cosine theta minus alpha, also can. No warning one. It can be sine theta plus alpha, it can be sine theta minus alpha. And no warning which one will come up. All four are possible. Right. So it is to our advantage to learn the identities because then we can adapt. If you use the memorization method, you may actually memorize or apply the wrong thing because you don't understand. I'm guessing that's what your teacher is doing also.
Mhm.
Right? Now, this is the problem. In other question, you will see, how come this one? How come that one? How come this one? Then you will start asking, what am I supposed to do? Ayo, for goodness sake. Too much memorization is bad. Just do what the identity booklet said to you. Now, look at your identity booklet and tell me cosine theta plus alpha, for example.
Cosine theta plus alpha.
Yeah, you don't have to memorize. Just tell me what it is.
Cosine theta plus alpha is cos theta cos
Good.
alpha.
Yeah,
Wait, minus right?
I think so.
No, like the one in the question. Yeah, just
It is minus. It is minus.
the minus is plus.
Yeah, I don't want you to memorize things. Please, just look at the booklet. Is it minus or plus?
I'm looking at the booklet. It's a plus
Good.
plus.
So minus, right?
Sine theta and sine alpha.
Let me confirm. It's minus sine theta sine alpha according to the booklet, right?
No, it's plus, it's plus. Yeah, it's plus, it's plus, it's plus.
Uh-oh.
But I'm very confused. How come?
I'm a little bit worried right now, yeah? So show me your booklet. Show me what you're looking at.
I'm looking at the online one.
Copy paste for me in the Jamboard. I'm a bit worried right now.
It's just the one on the first page of the exam paper.
Is it in the Jamboard?
Yeah, it's been.
Okay, good. This is the right thing to look at. Now look at this. So you're reading it wrongly, yeah? Bad, yeah? Bad. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Yeah, but then in the question is R1 is minus 800.
Let me repeat this. You're carrying the wrong thing. You're caring about the wrong thing. And B is also turned out to be minus anyway.
Okay.
First of all, you're caring about the wrong thing. This is the wrong thing to worry about. My words are proven by the fact that B is minus, not a coincidence. Start from what they want instead of here. Slightly easier lah, slightly easier. Okay. If you start with this, then you with minus, then everything becomes confusing. Too much confusion. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right. This is like I'm choosing what I think is the least confusing, right? No, this is B. So by right, I should be writing this as equals to 200 lah, right? Right, but you know, we're gonna focus on this one first. So
Equals to 200.
they tell you in the picture.
Okay.
So that you're very clear about the comparison, your teacher should have done this lah, but okay, just to be very clear.
So you ask me to compare.
I'm expanding the R. I am expanding the R.
So the R is a value.
Yes, usually they even ask you to find the R. usually, right? And here, it does not seem that they want you to find the R. Trust me, without the R and alpha, you cannot do anything. So R and alpha is always something to find. That's what R formula means.
So R is
R should be expanded. If you don't something
the two
wrong.
R's are the same. The two R's in both cos and sine are the same.
I mean, because I expanded from one R, right?
Mm-hmm.
So expand your R, please. Now, this is the last, what I'm going to do is the last minimum thing to understand. From start until this last step, you need to understand that's my belief. After this next step, you have some option to memorize or go the understanding route. That's up to you. But after this next step still must understand. Now, watch.
Mm-hmm.
By comparison, do you understand what I'm trying to do here?
No.
Let me write down.
Yeah, I understand you.
This is all understanding by comparison. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it.
are we ready to continue? This is now when we reap our fruits. This is where things become easier. Right? Still must be do it must be done properly. Okay, ready? Yeah? You see the two unknowns, two equations.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to eliminate. I'm going to eliminate in a weird way, right? Because I'm eliminating R. Yes.
Equals to 800 over 200, 1,200. What is only question? Only question one.
I'm sorry,
Oh, is it Q1?
it's not getting it.
Yeah, I think I understand.
So if you could follow, please do. I'm gonna prepare the next R formula.
Yeah. Yeah. How is alpha limited in the second step?
Then this
How is alpha limited in the second step?
one is equals to 1.
Is that equal to one?
Yeah, 1. No more alpha. Identities.
Yeah. But then wait, what is what? What is what?
So what's going on here? Sorry. Which part you don't understand? Use your laser pointer.
What is what?
Use your laser pointer. I cannot hear you.
Yeah, I'm using it. Can you not see?
I cannot see. But yeah, insert. Insert.
You
Yeah,
cannot see my laser pointer.
don't press the calculator. Don't. They don't like. They don't like. They don't like you to give them decimals unless absolutely necessary. Inside, you can use calculator lah. Just using something like that. Right, that one you can use calculator. After this, cannot. Just testing your cert lah.
Hmm?
This is testing your cert. If you don't know what's going on, your cert got problem. No?
Yeah, I'm confused by how you get this.
Laser pointer. Okay, right. So look at the guy above her. Square. So square.
You square the whole equation.
No, I square independently. I square this. Square. Square. Plus square Well, my whole purpose is this one. That's my purpose. Is that okay?
Okay. Okay.
We get some lozenges here. Yeah, I cannot follow your work, but you're okay then. So
Wait, which part is supposed to do it? Until you're correct.
um, you will say not very clear.
Sorry. Is like am I doing it the right way or no?
I cannot follow your working.
Yeah.
Either push the camera down or push the paper up. Still cannot up even. Better push the camera down.
Also cannot see it.
No, yeah, almost. Yeah, this is bad. You're continuing for good. Yeah, something like that.
But yeah,
Yeah, I mean the steps looks good like. Yeah, for 5 marks, this is although seems like a lot of work, but this is less work than most 5 mark question, especially if you understand it's almost too mechanical lah. It's
so
almost
this
too
this like squaring step, right? It's just like you have to know.
uh I mean, it's just a standard step look. So some people just memorize lah. It's just really just a standard step because that's how you eliminate alpha lah. That means you have to do this all the time, which makes it, I guess, can memorize lah. If this looks weird, let's do it another time and another time, and you'll soon get used to it. You'll
This
soon expect it even.
is very weird,
So the one that can mislead you is the thing on top.
the sign or
The,
what do you mean?
when you first apply the identities, when you still have to deal with plus minus, that be you can be misled there. But after that, everything is like full
Standardized.
standard.
Okay. So how? Try another
I
question.
know what.
Hmm?
Look at page 3 of the Jamboard, please.
Oh, this is a question that's not online.
Sorry, you saying what?
This is a question that's not online.
I'm sorry. I cannot hear you.
Oh, it's okay, okay. No, I think nothing important. It's okay.
I mean, you can use your own question, but if you
But
have
this
done it
one has differentiation. More.
right, so it's confirmed that this is not a R formula question. That's what I mean. This is obviously not an R formula question, and you can get away with the R formula. You can.
I can use half from there. There is spin plus content.
Yeah, it's easy to differentiate. However, I'm training you, right? I'm training you. So I would like you to realize that
Of
this,
R1, I can use R from there.
yes, and I want you to R formula it. I want you to do it based on what you did in page 2 lah. I want you to have a reference lah. Just refer to it lah. It's okay.
Okay, where? It's not matching. Wait, but can I express in any of the R from
Or
any of it?
Four. Yeah. So you have 4 options, right? Since they never define it for you, right? You decide yourself. No, it's actually totally fine one. Sine, this case, 2 theta ya kita ambil plus minus alpha sine theta plus minus. You have 4 options and you just choose one. That's fine. You make your own decision, right? To avoid confusion between if the examiner never defined for you, it is slightly confusing for him because people will choose any of the 4. So he don't want to, make his examining slower lah. So he just define it for you. Here, this is not R formula question, so he never define it for you. Good for us, can practice no?
Okay. Yeah.
Your decision is that one. Okay, sure.
Sorry.
You have made your decision, right?
Yeah.
No problem. That's good. Okay, you made that decision. It looks good.
Okay.
It looks correct to me lah. So far, it looks correct. Simplify first lah, John Deere.
Hmm?
Because if you don't simplify, you don't recognize that as a special angle. I'm a little bit worried.
Oh,
Also a
yeah.
little bit worried. It's a triple issue. You should recognize this as a special angle. Then, yeah, do you recognize it as a special angle? Because
No.
oh dear. Okay, fine. If you press the calculator, what happens?
Yeah, sorry.
Does the calculator
Is it
save you?
better to just memorize or like, because I always draw the triangle.
The problem is not whether you draw triangle or memorize. Like, I think there's a better way than the triangle through, but the problem is more recognizing them. Like I recognize this immediately as 60 degrees. So if the calculator can the calculator save you if you don't remember? Did the calculator save you? Yes.
Yeah.
Then maybe you don't have to recognize look, but am I going to regret saying that?
Wait, so like you just recognize because you do a lot.
Yeah, recognizing those things, I think helps a lot. And the reason is because the question maker comes from my era or before my era. You know what my era is?
Oh
My
no.
era is no calculator until I go to Singapore University, NTU. Then I touch calculator. And my calculator in NTU is worse than your calculator right now.
So
We
it's
just
oh
that was my era lah. So how about your question maker era? Even older than me, they just recognize everything one and they kind of still have that expectation on you guys. Whether that's fair or not, I cannot say lah. But that also means that if you recognize it, then it becomes an advantage. So that's what I'm trying to say lah. Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Just improve your R formula first. This is not an R formula problem. This is more like a basic trigo problem. So we'll handle it later.
what they ask for, do you want me to simplify this?
In a way that
There's a root in the root though.
in a way that is exact. in a way that is exact. Because again, that's how they wanted it. They come from an era without calculator, right? So you can use calculator to help you, but they expect exact values lah, cert lah.
Oh, simplify user. Well, actually, I don't know how.
Okay, before I help you, would you please rotate your camera? Don't rotate your paper. Rotate your camera so that your paper appears straight for me. Because this is very hard to screenshot. Rotate your camera so that it adapts to your paper angle.
Okay.
Look at your zoom, yeah. Look at your zoom when you, yeah, something like that. Yeah, more, rotate more. Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. So you don't have to adapt to the camera. The camera adapts to you, right? That's the right thing, lah. Good. Because this is your natural writing position, right? No, this is a little bit about cert, yeah. That means your cert a little bit wonky, lah. So it turns out in Trigo got cert. Turns out in Trigo you got special angle and all those. That's why Trigo is a very nasty topic, lah. In some sense, there's a lot of detail. Now, use this, the guy inside, just press calculator first. I think that's the easiest way, right? Your era is an era of using calculator, so we use it lah. It's okay. Press calculator, tell me what it is.
It's very big.
I mean, they should give you 100 million lah. I mean, I'm doing this manually. Come on. Your calculator should give you 100 million, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 100 million is nice, right? I mean, so you're not missing anything lah. That's the point.
How are you supposed to know that?
I ask you to use calculator. I'm not asking you to imitate me, somebody from a different era. I'm asking you, however, to imitate my result. I do manual in my brain. You do using calculator. That should be doable for you, right?
So you always do with calculator first. You always put the value inside into calculator.
No, I don't. I do mental calculation most of the time. And your cert is also, oh no, your cert is correct. I'm sorry, your cert is correct. Your cert is 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So happen 10,000 is a nice number. Right? Don't count on this. Don't count on this happening too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's this is your, I think this is still consider your first time doing R formula independently. Looks good, looks good. Okay. Now, why don't we go to the real R formula question, which is on part 6 lah. Okay. Okay. Now, as promised, part A is always email. Triangle, maybe similarity, maybe, keep that in mind. Picasso, definitely lah.
What do you mean by A is always email?
Because part 1 can be done by email. Or rather, part 1 never needs email. Never. You have to activate your email in part 1. Right? So I am curious on how you would handle part 1. That's the hardest part anyway. That is the hardest part, by the way. Give it a try. I'm curious what will happen.
Yeah, I got it.
You're gonna take your time here. This one you rush no point one. No point. You just take your time, slowly but surely.
Okay. So L can be expressed as
Now I have to clear my nose here. Sorry, yeah, a lot of
yeah, I think this is a hard.
sickness problem.
What is L? Oh, okay, I know the question.
Back, yeah, sorry. I hear you. I cannot answer you just now. What was your question?
I think I got it. I have a question now.
Okay, good, good. Try to do it then. Okay, that will give you a boost of confidence, right?
A equals CD plus C. Yeah, I got this.
You have the. I'm sorry. You're saying that. Sorry, you're saying that you're stuck. Sorry.
No.
Oh, you got it right. You got it. Oh, nice.
Correct.
Three plus. I'm sorry. Could you move the paper to the left? I cannot see the.
Yeah. I look at the second.
Cannot see the. I think I cannot see the right part. Oh, plus six. Right? Okay, I thought it's plus. Okay, so just gonna check if that's okay. Oh, wait.
So it's okay.
Oh, your handphone suddenly did a landscape suddenly. That's very
Okay.
weird.
So okay. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna copy paste.
This part is correct.
I'm going to check now. Don't wait for me. In our tuition, you don't wait while I check. Please do
Yeah,
part
I'll
two.
do part two.
Yeah. Then if there's a mistake, I think can easily correct one. No. I think wonderfully done. Oh, oh,
I made a mistake.
yeah. So the good news is your sine and cosine part is excellent, lah. It's excellent.
R
I
is not sweet.
I think you miss one thing, lah. So just check your L, your last part only. You miss one thing, lah, in the L. Nothing fancy. This is really you missing stuff. Uh, I want
I
you.
must add another three.
Yeah. Which one do you miss? Which three do you miss?
This three.
Yeah. I'll try to be slower next time, even in exam. Right. So let's see part two.
Yeah, I'm still doing.
Okay. I think you're carrying it nicely. Good. Good.
One, two, three. Okay. Wait, am I too slow for O level pace?
You two what? Sorry.
Am I too slow for O level pace?
You are too what?
Am I too slow?
Are you too slow? No, 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 no. Like, no, you are fast. Your speed shouldn't be faster already. I'll tell you later. I mean, this is all part of exam training. But I'll tell you later. Your speed, however, in general is fine. I'm talking about if you want to get A1. You understand? So that should be enough speed lah.
But
Your
for A1
problem,
is about accuracy, right?
I'll try to explain. I'll try to explain later. But your problem is not speed. Your problem is something else. I don't think it's a major problem, but right now you're not A1 lah, but your speed is A1. So that's already one less problem.
Was I right? Okay. Okay.
Later you shift your paper up, yeah? Cannot follow it.
Is this correct?
Yeah. Special angle. You saw a special angle. Yeah. I like it. That's a special angle. Yeah. Good. Give me a nice R. Show me your shirt.
Yeah, so R is just got 18.
Let me write down.
Sorry?
Write down.
Yeah, I did.
No. You don't stop it.
Oh, I need to find theta.
You need to no. The R you need to simplify, which requires your search skill.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Let me see first. This should be small enough so that you can handle. Yeah, good, very good. Now you're perfect lah. Is it perfect lah? I think the basics of R formula, there isn't much. This is the basics.
So
The
but
variation.
I must put that in, right? Or don't need?
Yes, because they specifically ask you to write down this way, ma. So you do lah. You do have to lah.
So this is final answer.
You must write equals to L. That's what they want. Express L. Yeah. Okay. This is okay. This is great. This is good. Before we continue, any questions?
Not really.
You can have the expectation that the next R formula question, your prelim R formula question, your mid-year R formula question, your O-level R formula question will be something like this. Not much difference, but that you can have. If you're ready, I want to know about the remaining. Look, in this case, it's 5 marks. Usually, it's only 3 marks. But those 3 marks or 5 marks after the R formula is really a bonus one. They are usually very simple. It's almost accepting if you cannot get it. Like
this part 3 and part 4.
Yeah. So there will always be part 3 and part 4 one. Then in the end, they are very similar one also lah. So like our formula is a very standard question, right? I mean, this 5 marks is more than logarithm question. Logarithm question is sometimes 5 marks, sometimes 4. A logarithm question, oh my goodness, it needs a lot of work lah. This one, I don't think it requires a lot of work. I don't think so. Just try part 3. That's too much that's 3 marks. A lot of marks of part 3.
Oh, I think my answer is wrong. What?
I mean, this is not a special angle. That's what I mean. So the answer seems fine.
But I get 19.4.
That seems fine. I mean, angles are usually decimal unless it's special.
Yeah, but theta is 45 degrees.
Sorry, what?
Alpha is 45 degrees.
Oh. um, hmm.
That's in a hole.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me check this out. Furthermore, to add to the mystery, this is values of theta. By the way, we are not at our formula territory already. R2 is our formula. That's
Yeah,
it.
but this is not.
This is trigo.
Normal trigo.
This is normal trigo amen,
Yeah.
which I guess what we are practicing now, right?
But we use the alpha value that we get in part 2, right?
We do. And there's, oh goodness me, I just saw a mistake lah. Oh yeah, come on. Find your mistake.
Is a missing in part 2?
I don't think so. This mistake, I think, very invisible to you lah. The person was making the mistake. It is difficult to find our own mistake. There is nothing special with me seeing your mistake. It's your mistake, not mine. I will have trouble seeing my own mistake. You might see it faster than me. So I will just tell you a hint because I need to develop your ability to see your own mistake. It's something that must be developed. It's not natural to see our mistake. Okay? Now I'll give you an obvious hint for now. Your mistake starts before you. I cannot say that.
Okay, my mistake starts before.
Your mistake kind of starts like for your first line, I guess. How I would say it. Before your first line in part 3.
Before my first line in part 3.
I think that is where it started lah. I think. That means your first line is already wrong. And I think the cause of the mistake is just before you write down. That mistake also will solve your problem, the problem that you brought up just now.
I see.
Yeah. It's a copying mistake.
Yeah, it's minor.
Yeah, it's a difficult mistake to see, but learn how to see it lah. Consider it a possibility lah. Consider it a possibility in your O level lah, because we're just human.
Is that because But I hate this find the values. That means there's more than one.
Yeah, that concerns me. The reason is very simple. I think this is not, the moment they write values, they should mean it. They should mean that there is more than one value.
But
right?
Cannot be right.
Okay, let me just to make sure that we are in the same page. If they write like that, bracket, then it can be one or more.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way, because the only way theta is more than quadrant 1 is quadrant 2 lah. So let me draw you a quadrant 2 alpha, right? So there is a quadrant 2 alpha. Is it possible?
No. There's no reflex angle.
Yeah, the problem is then you have this extra thing, which is not accounted in your original L. It's a totally different question already. So this is problematic. Technically, it is possible, but everything from the start will be wrong. Okay. It will be different if it is quadrant 1 to quadrant 2. My point is, I think I don't like the way question write, so I'm going to look at the answer key. If the answer key only one value, which is what we suspect, this question is not written properly. It's very bad. Now, you don't wait for me. You just do part 4.
Do part 4. Mm-hmm. So the attack? Okay, never mind. Question isn't that.
All right, surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Okay.
Never mind, do part 4 plus variations. Okay, looks like both of us have something.
But part 4 suggests that there is also more than one value of stuff.
So I'll tell you that there will be 2 quadrant 1 values of theta loop from part 3. There will be 2, but both are quadrant 1. That should be enough for part.
For part 4, that's enough.
I think so. Just use your 64 point.
But then 13 is bigger than 13. Huh? So not possible.
13 is the kilometer, right?
Yeah. Wait, so this is enough already.
Total length of the relative thing. I mean, because both theta will give you 13, man. That's the whole point.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's a different theta, it is still equal to 13. So it shouldn't bother you, the theta.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, think about this question. Yeah, they're testing your logic, so get used to it, I guess.
Is it just like plus 360?
You're saying, sorry.
Is it just plus 360? Then
I don't want to spoil the question.
yeah, let me try something.
No, I don't want to spoil the question. And it's not Figo anyway. So even if I don't answer, we can leave it until next time, maybe figure it out. Because
What do you mean it's not zero?
Because if I spoil it, you will actually be disappointed. I don't want. This is not exam. No pressure for you to solve it. So let your brain work. I'm not going to spoil this question for you because it has nothing to do with Figo. Nothing to do with our formula. I'll give you 2 more minutes, then we'll just go to part 3 first, right? we'll stick to the topic lines. Okay.
For question 4 or question 3?
I'm sorry, you're saying?
We're talking about like the answer is not related to go for question 4 or question 3.
Yeah, I mean part 4 doesn't care about part 3 one. That one I can tell you. Part 4 doesn't care about part 3 because no matter what the theta, the total length of the route is 13 kilometers.
Yeah, so this is even my answer sufficient.
Cannot hear you today. What is it?
Isn't my answer sufficient?
So you are asking me, is the answer sufficient or not, right?
Yeah, for part 4.
Right. So what I will do is, let me just confirm that my thinking process is the same as yours, right?
Yeah, because 13 cannot change that.
That's what I'm going to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is this equal to? So, okay, at this point, I'm just pressing my calculator, right?
Mm-hmm. It's 13.0666%.
Right. Oh, nice. Right. So I'm gonna do this now. Okay. There is bigger than 15. So rule or sufficient or whatever.
Wait, so yeah, this is enough, right?
Oh yeah. That's it.
But the thing that you're saying, like the answer is not related to go. I talk about part 3.
I'm sorry.
Because you said like one of the answer is not related to trigonometry. Like for like that one, right? Are you talking about find the values of theta in part 3?
No. Part 4. Part 4 has nothing to do with trigonometry. Right?
Part 4 I understand, but I don't understand how there can be more than one value of theta.
Correct. So part 3. Now steady, hold on. We are exploring all your trigo problems, your trigo skill gap. Take your time, and because this will help you in exam, you have a lot of like the basic skill gap, very confusing for you. Okay, so let's settle it. So for this one, it might surprise you what I'm going to do. Now, the drawing shouldn't be surprising. I'm just drawing a cosine curve, right? That's a cosine curve, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that back then I told you that the inverse will always give you more than one answer. It's the range that limits which one you can write. But inverse always gives you more than one answer, okay?
Yes.
In this case, this is your 4 over 3 root 2, right? There you go, in the y-axis, man. The y-axis. And therefore, that's your first answer. There you go, first answer. And usually people go here for the second answer. This is the visualization of quadrant 1 and quadrant 4.
Yeah, but won't that give not 13?
Quadrant 4 will not give you the answer. But I have told you that it's not about two answers. That's wrong.
I thought about plus 260.
Which is where you go usually. Let's just call this quadrant 5. We go to quadrant 5 and then quadrant 8, right? Which gonna make the problem worse. But we almost never go to, well, let's call this quadrant. Why am I supposed to call this? I don't know. Let's call this quadrant -4, whatever.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean we can go to quadrant -4. There is no limitation. What? It is infinite answer. It just depends on the range.
Negative angle is the same as like you just add.
Yeah, that's just totally wrong. I know that's how. I'm not sure how your teacher teach you, but don't tell me that -19.5 is equal to 19.5. Just.
My teacher said like -19.5 equals to 360 minus 19.5.
Yeah, I know lah. That what he's saying is that quadrant -4 is equal to quadrant 4. I mean, they are not technically the same, but they are the same in a way that
the values are the same.
They are not. -19.5 is not equal to 360 minus 19.5. This is not true. I mean, it is technically not true. But there's a lot of but if you see in a circle, that here's your 19.5, right? And then I am supposed to draw -19.5. minus 19.5, right? So
I understand. Because you look
what does it
for
mean by plus 360? You go here, right? And then you go one full circle. Hey, I arrive at the same place. What? So they are the same lah. That's what it means, you know. It's not that the number is the same, but if you see it in a circle, they're the same.
so it only works because you look around.
I mean, because trigo function is always a loop one. Cosine, sine, and tangent are always in the loop. That's part of the lesson here. It's always a loop. It's always infinite thing looping. So you are forgiven to think that, look at this. The position here is exactly like the position here, what? In a cosine graph, right? Here's one loop, look. Your position is here. Here's another loop. Your position here. Ah, see, they are the same what? You mean, yeah, qualitatively, that's true. Qualitatively, that's true. You can also say that quadrant 4 value will be equal to quadrant 8 value. You can also say that. Correct, right?
But then why can you not use the quadrant 4 value?
I mean, because when you minus 45, you will get more than quadrant 1, which is impossible according to the question. Right? So we cannot do that also. Usually we'll do that. But here we cannot because the impossibility of the practical of the question. The practicality of question doesn't allow us to do that. Now, look at this. I'm going to use the quadrant minus 4 answer. There, this is good.
Is it hard to understand or is my trigo weak?
No, this is supposed to be easy to understand, but I don't think teachers spend a lot of time here. They just go memorize lah. That's usually what teachers do lah.
Because we never go into negative quadrant.
Don't say never. I've seen some questions do that, but almost never lah. You're right, look, that's part of the problem. But
so this may appear.
I mean, your learning should have been that the trigo function are infinite.
But this is still wrong.
What do you mean by wrong?
Shouldn't theta be the
The practicality of the picture only cares about theta. As long as theta is positive, that's fine.
So if I put this theta into the function, it will come out the same answer. It will come out 13.
You try right now. I challenge you to try right now. Because that should convince you lah.
I will wait 45 minus 19.5. Okay. Yes.
Theta minus alpha can be negative because only theta must be not negative.
It's not exact, but it's close.
Of course lah, because your
yeah, you are off.
I mean, yeah, but you get my point lah.
Yeah.
So first, I say that the question is wrong. No, the question was right. The question was hinting us.
Why this value works when it's in quadrant 4?
That's not quadrant 4. That's quadrant minus 4.
But why does this value work?
Yeah, because the theta, you end up with the theta, which is still in quadrant 1. That's why it works. There is no other reason. The limit, the range limit is in theta. The range, which is hidden, the theta must be between 0 and 90. That's the limit. Everything else is free for all.
So how do you know that?
What do you mean? I look at the picture lah.
Oh, so like theta has to be a cube.
I mean, it has to be quadrant 1 lah. Yeah lah. according to the picture, even if it's quadrant 2, you already start to not make sense because
Yeah,
the
because
formula will
quadrant
be
2
wrong.
is like,
So the picture sets a limit for quadrant 1. I guess that's the hard part lah. People have to understand this lah. Cannot just memorize lah. Right? I mean, some people memorize whatever, but the point is the limit doesn't apply to theta plus alpha or theta minus alpha. Not the limit. This is not limit.
it only applies for
Theta minus alpha. Yeah, it only applies for theta. That's the only limit. Why does it have to apply to theta minus alpha? I have no idea. There is no reason to limit it. Show me the reason. So in theta minus alpha, I'm free to go anywhere I want as long as the theta is satisfied. And I should go anywhere I want. Just to make sure that I don't miss anything lah. Just to make sure that's my job lah.
Wait, so for every single question, like for every single question, you can go to negative quadrant.
Yes, some questions specifically hints you that you should lah. Some question.
Then why is it not why is it not like the standardized answer to have negative quadrant?
Yeah, because the way they train you though. To be fair, the minus quadrant question are more specific. It has to be set up very specifically, but they go overboard. They train you more towards the positive quadrant and like never towards the negative quadrant.
So the negative quadrant is just the same. Like you think of it as
yeah, I mean the shape of the graph has always the same. It's always been the same. I think they over avoided the negative quadrant. Some teacher even say if you see minus 19.5 degree, just pretend that it's 19.5. Some teacher basically say that because it can be very
convert to the 360 minus 19.5.
Which is a slightly better explanation, but it's the same avoidance lah. I don't want to talk about the negative side. Pretend that the negative side doesn't exist. How difficult does it look like to you? Just look at the visual. Just look at it. It's not. Actually, my point. It's not.
Train us to think of it as like very, very, very weird.
Yeah, I mean, he just wants you to move from quadrant -4 to quadrant 4. I mean, most of the time it works. He's not wrong there. Most of the time it works. He is not wrong in saying that, but it is still the avoidance of minus, which can be bad lah. Look, you're here for more than class, right? You're here for more than that, right? If my explanation makes sense, then give yourself some time to accept it. You don't have to accept it directly.
It makes sense. It's just that I did not think about negative, like going into the
I know, because the school trains people that way. It's not entirely wrong. But you're not here for school material, right? You're here for, I don't know, I think what you want is deeper understanding. Tell me if I'm wrong. So there you go.
For this question, the two answers are theta is 25.5 and 64.5.
Yes, exactly. Which is proven by you just now. If you put in both number, it will be the fit.
So how do you know when to go into negative? Because this one they tell you that there's two values, and the reason you know is because you need.
Your question is wrong already. I'm serious. Your question is wrong because of the way the school trains. So it's 99% correct lah. I'm sorry. I'm being a bit harsh here. So you're 99% correct that you don't have to care about negative. You're 1% wrong. So how do we deal with this? Well, only when the question asks you for more than one value and you cannot find it, that's a good hint. Hey, maybe I should go to negative because I keep going to quadrant 4 cannot. I go to quadrant 5 cannot. Quadrant 8 cannot. That's the usual thing I do. Is this question wrong or not? Let's be humble. Maybe I missed something. Maybe I should try the minus quadrant and maybe see what it is.
Okay. So basically when they ask for more values, but there's only...
But you can't do it usually the normal route. Okay. Fair, right? Then you don't have to worry about every time also. True also.
Okay, I can understand.
Now back to the original topic first. Your R formula skill is there. You just have to practice a little bit and maybe settle, I don't know, maybe some small problem on your Trigo, small problem on your cert. The R formula itself doesn't seem to have any problem,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, I think I got the hang of it already.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, score lah. Score lo. Just remember to practice before exam lah.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
Now,
okay,
yes.
okay.
Now we have 8 minutes. I want to, if you have no other question, I want to explain what I mean by exam training so that you can understand first and see what happens from there lah.
Okay, so I got one chem question.
You
But
got what, sorry?
I don't know if it's in syllabus or not. So
I cannot hear you, Akash.
I don't know if this chem question is in syllabus, but I'm just gonna ask is why like why for metals, right, the steam reaction and the water reaction is different.
Could you just show me the question? Your voice is terrible.
Okay, it's not a question.
So could you write down this?
Yeah.
Wait, you're using a headset, right?
Yeah.
Unplug your headset.
Sorry?
Unplug your headset. Your voice is from the laptop, right?
No. I'm using earphones. It's from my earphones.
Earphone connected to your laptop or your phone?
My laptop.
Okay, make the voice come from your phone and then don't use the headset out. Because if this problem persists, it's going to be very frustrating for our tuition one. Audio is very important thing. Could you please try that now?
Hello.
You're already sounding better, okay? You are using the phone mic, right? With no headset at all.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me from the phone?
No.
Okay. You cannot hear me well from the phone. Make the volume louder, please.
Speak again.
Okay. I'm speaking normally. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you?
Your voice is super clear, but that's because phone mic are always the best. Laptop mics are super terrible, no matter how expensive the laptop is.
Okay.
Whatever. So if you can hear me from the phone, well, the phone main advantage is the camera, the back camera and the mic, and you're using both. Okay. If next time your laptop headset have problem, we'll use this format. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Now, you can type or you can tell me now the question.
I already have different.
If you type, you have to go into out. Yeah. Okay. Wait for metals. The short answer, just type.
Wait, is this knowledge like must we know for O levels? Because I don't know if it's like we must know or we don't need to know one.
I mean, the question is good. I'm surprised that you don't suspect. I'm surprised. So because the answer very easy to understand one.
The answer is just that steam is hotter, right?
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Like it's so hot.
Let me try. You know that the water reaction has less guy can react one, right? That means water reaction stops at around magnesium. No, I'm sorry. It stops around magnesium.
I get what you're saying.
But steam, he extends to iron. So that's already something. That's already something. That means a lot of you put in more heat, you can react with more. That makes sense. What?
Yeah, makes sense.
And some more, the speed increase. So the magnesium with water, slow, right? That's how they describe. But magnesium with speed is still like fast or violent, something like that, which makes a lot of sense. Heat don't just allow more reaction to happen, heat also accelerates the reaction. This one you know what?
Yeah, but why metal is I mean why with water is hydroxide but with steam is oxide?
Oh, very simple. That was very simple. So if that's your question, that's not very difficult lah. Because for steam, you must understand that although steam is hot, right? But steam is very not dense. I mean, it's gas, man. So having a lack of water compared to water, because steam is water in a gaseous form, so it's less available. Water is definitely more available because you dunk it into water. Steam a bit different. Okay, so you have less concentrated water in steam, put it that way. Look. Because you are less concentrated, you cannot form your usual OH. You need a lot of water to get the OH. So instead, you just form oxide low. Something like that.
That's where is this doing you know this for O's?
I'll change the question, okay? I'll change the question. If you know this, you don't memorize. If you know this, you don't memorize. Does it make you feel better?
Yeah.
Then just know it lah. That's it, no? I mean, we are preparing for O level, but we're also learning. If this makes you happy if you're learning, then just learn. I mean, I'll put it another way. If for some reason you take chemistry in A level, for some reason, this will be useful. What I told you just now will be useful. And
yeah.
Okay. Be okay?
Yeah, okay.
Right. 2 more minutes.
The exam skills thing is about how long?
Need to explain everything, so 2 minutes not enough. So we'll do that. I'm not sure next time, because next time Inesh will be coming in. I'm itching for OChem. So I think after OChem finish, then we'll do that. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, it is no rush. I just want you to know before June. After June, a little bit too rush already, right?
Yeah, okay.
That's all. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Good job for today. I'll see you next week.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.